Incredible Tiny Homes welcomes you to our warehouse workshop Wednesday. Everybody's been excited, waiting on everybody to see the progress that everybody's been doing. We've got actually 3 homes, but the one homeowner didn't get here till yesterday. They're a couple days late. They're actually from Montana, and their truck was calibrated for 7,000 feet elevation, and when they came down, it quit running, so they had to redo it, calibrate it. I don't know how they did it, but anyway, it was a mom and a daughter. They got here yesterday, and I'll show you what they've been doing. We're going to show you what Kinsey's been doing, what Jen's been doing. It's been a wild 3 days. We actually had an accident. We had somebody fall off of a scaffold and has been in the hospital a couple days, and she just got back tonight, and she's a little beat up, but what a great lady and great spirits. Been catering to her, been at the hospital, a little bit, taking care of her, make sure she's okay. She come back tonight. So they're all in there eating supper. I want to walk through and show you a few things going on. If you want drama, this is the place to have drama in your life. This here is Kinsey's. Is this not gorgeous? How they've combined the metal, the corrugated metal, with the cedar siding. Now this is cedar. Actually, cedar siding. Her uncle's here. He installed cedar siding back in Oregon. So this is right up his game right here. So, and what they've chose to use is nails, because he's used to using nails back at home. So instead of the screws, that was fine with us. We screw everything together, but she's really not going to travel much. He thought that'd be a good call. So that's up to them. Metal, if you can see, heat dress. Now you got to remember, this young lady's got 20 snakes. Yeah, 20 snakes she's going to have in here. And she's got a snake room with a sink in the snake room. Come on, everybody. How much more custom can you get? All right? What are we on? 87? I think she wants to be 88, number 88. But a snake room with a sink in the snake room so she can take care of her snakes properly. French door. They got here Sunday. So Sunday, they started Monday, Tuesday, and then today. They moved inside, they're doing the ceiling up top. This isn't extravagant. This is a 24-foot house with the cantilevers. So there's a lot of work here. They've done all the trim around the windows, done the metal, done the siding, and all the siding's done. Let's walk around here. This is a little office area. You got 11 foot 2 inches, and she split the difference. So you got to crouch down to get in here, and we'll show you. But she's going to have a desk in here, and she's going to sit. So she took our hopper windows and turned them vertical. She's going to have a desk, and she can sit up. But look at, isn't that beautiful? We were talking earlier, said, let's mix the metal, the siding, and we just come up with this today, all right? So we got the wood, got the metal, all that. Doesn't that look good? Wood around there. And then this whole shot down here. Now you got to understand, every window, everything in here is custom. It's exactly what they wanted, all right? Nice. Now this is done in probably 3 days, two and a half days, they've been doing. So they're right on schedule. We wanted to move inside today. It was insulated today, spray foam. That's why we had to move it out here. We had a big morning. This house was over there. They're all set up to work out. The spray foam company's hose could not fit. Normally they would come inside and park their truck, but the fumes, and it's hot in here, it would just run you out of here, especially in the summer. So we had to undo the house, bring it over here, set it up, re-level it. They've been working on it while it was spray foaming. And then we got Jen, bless you. And then we got Jen, they're working on her house. They insulated today and they took a break. They insulated, I guess they got all insulation all over them. We gowned them up with long sleeve shirts, masks, glasses, gloves, gowned them all up. But when you do insulation, there's no air moving in there. And I told them, hurry, 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 and get out of there. And they bailed on it for a couple hours. They had to go get some lunch and just get away from here. So they're back to working this evening, and they're back inside. So they finished their outside their house. They insulated today, and now they're putting the tongue and groove boards on the walls. Are we good? All right, come on, let's show you. Let's go in here a little bit. Probably, you know what? They're getting a bite to eat. Let's go in here and talk to them a little bit and see how they're doing. And then maybe Kinsey can talk about her house. Izzy, you want to say hi to your mom back home?
I was gonna go sleep.
Hello, mommy. Hello, mom.
Hi.
Izzy's from New Jersey. Bangladesh.
A little bit
India.
further. Even further.
Further than that.
Even further than that.
New Hampshire.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. She's from New Zealand. Came here to spend a week with us.
I did. And I'm learning a lot. But now I need to like go to sleep for a small amount.
Go to sleep. You're tired. She got up this morning. I mean, she's a worker. Didn't ask
I'm
anybody
a
to get.
worker.
I'm talking. She is. I'm thoroughly impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Like,
I-
learning from the best.
Nah, takes a lot to impress me. All right, you guys are on, Cindy. I know nobody wants to look at the camera. Here's our cripple.
Oh, no, my God.
Here's our
All
cripple.
right. With a mouthful of food.
Poor thing. She fell off the scaffold,
Yeah.
and she wanted to take a break, a couple days in hospital.
Good times.
Yeah,
Lake, what's it called? Lakeway.
Lakeway Regional.
Yeah, if you ever.
Tenova.
Tenova.
Tenova, right, yeah.
Peyton
yeah.
Manning's big poster inside there.
Yeah, I did it just to get the attention. You know?
You got it.
I've gotten a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It paid off.
She, did get, she
Broke-
never
broke my
quit
butt.
smiling.
Yeah.
I mean, even with a broken sacrum,
Yeah.
a snapped in half sacrum, there was guts all over the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there were no.
Go for it. Go for it.
She busted her head. There's blood all over the floor. It's like eating everywhere. It took
Actually, the reason they put me in the hospital.
just in her hair.
tons of
the
towels.
reason-
There was blood everywhere.
The reason they admitted me was for the lung contusion.
Had a lung
They
contusion.
weren't even going to admit me for just a
Sacrum.
broken sacrum. I just think that's crazy.
Yeah, that's the
I would have made them.
most
I swear to
painful
God.
thing.
Oh, it's horrible. Don't ever break your sacrum, everybody. It's
Been
no
there,
fun.
done that.
Have you?
Yep.
Sweating.
You too.
Sweating.
Wow.
I think I did too. Built a ramp. Came off the ramp on a plastic skid and landed on my tailbone. I laid there for a little while thinking I was going to go out on a stretcher.
So you probably broke your coccyx that's below the sacrum.
Oh.
The tailbone. It's
Yeah.
like a little hooky thing.
Yeah.
I broke this triangular.
Above that.
That's the triangular one that hooks to around to the hips
Uh-huh.
and you know a lot. That's the problem with sacrums is it does a lot in there. It really but not the tailbones hurt too. They'll hurt.
Come on in here, Mom. Did you eat supper yet?
No, not yet.
Get on in here. We got pork
Come on
loin burritos. Get over here.
Spanish
I
rice.
wonder how you guys hold that so
Spanish rice,
steady.
pork loin
You have a little
burritos.
knob.
I have a knob. A pop socket.
And if I were you, I'd want to be behind the camera too.
I mean, it works
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot better.
I like that.
Except for when I have to talk.
Alyssa,
What?
get a picture of this food.
We're busy having a conversation
Oh,
about my
talking
pop
about
socket.
it.
Now drop it.
Isn't that cool?
Yes. Look, hold on. Hold on.
Look at the food. See the food?
Yes, I see the food. It's lovely. Hold on. Look.
I have the moon one.
See? She
Yeah,
has
she's
pop
got a
socket.
black one.
Oh my God, we're talking about buttons. No.
You're just jealous because your pop socket fell off.
No, I ripped it off. I didn't
Yeah, I
like
know
it.
Help you hold your phone.
Unless you covered it and you don't get a
Now,
picture.
but look. Hold on. I gotta get it. So Randy can behave.
I may have guessed that.
Spanish rice. Look at the salsa. Homemade.
Oh my gosh.
Homemade salsa.
Did Cindy,
My mouth's watering. What?
did Cindy do this all again?
Pardon me?
Did Cindy do it?
You know, my ears ring like really loud at about a 4 decibels, so you got to talk at least at 6 so I can hear you something. You're good. Yeah, Cindy's awesome. Oh, there's a little cookie.
I don't know.
I didn't see nothing.
What? I know you can't hear.
Look, we got one over here in the pot. I don't know why that was there.
You talk about me.
Okay.
I didn't know you could do that.
See, they don't really want to talk about it. You don't want to talk.
Butter or
Tell the world about your last 3 days here.
Not really.
You see, they don't listen to nothing I say. Got here Sunday. You were scared to death, and you had a tantrum, and you just jerked off. Yeah, you did. You covered your head up. I don't want to do this.
That was Randy.
I have been positive and happy this whole time.
All right.
Kenzie has a great. You have
What was it like? You got 20 snakes. How can she be scared of anything?
Really?
I'm just gonna cut. I'm just gonna
She's
like.
eating a brownie.
You know
You can't
what?
deprive her
Quit
of a
eating my
brownie.
guy. The world wants to know about this place.
Brownies are important.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay.
Oh, it's good to be back for the game. Even though I've only spent like.
Not even gonna have a brownie. How's that?
Still feels good to be
I
back
gotta
here.
spare. I'll just guard this one better.
All right, this is Kurt. She can't talk.
Wait a minute. You're like a waitress. I just put the food in.
Kurt's my uncle.
I may, you know.
Actually knows how to do this stuff. Thank goodness. So, otherwise,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would be
I would
way
imagine that's what most people
more
are
behind.
thinking. Yeah.
And we're actually like pretty much on track. So that's
I'm just here to
that's it.
support
He's
Mackenzie
golden
and
boy.
Help her out.
Real VIP here. MVP. That's what I mean.
You make Spanish rice just like my mom.
Oh, really?
Delicious. Tastes exactly like
It's one of my mother's recipes.
Oh, my
Although
God.
she doesn't remember that I make it now, and she's like, "Oh, this is so good. How long have I
Wave
made those?" You know?
as Randy runs away from me.
I don't know why he tries to do these during dinner time. Everybody's it's food.
I mean, there's priorities. I mean, look
I
at
know.
Randy. I mean,
It's
come
so
on.
good. Cindy made all this stuff from scratch. Didn't I?
Yeah. And she got a brownie too. So she's got priorities. It's like, oh yeah, that looks good.
Really tasty. I'm finishing.
No, I'm not going to do a sandy.
Oh, please don't. There's enough.
This is Jen's house. Jen and her gang has got the outside down. We'll go in there and see what they're doing. This is a 20-foot home.
20.
20. Right there. We got a
20.
tag on it. 20 foot. This is what they're putting on the inside walls. Isn't that beautiful? What's that? 44 and 8/16. Look here, 11 and a quarter, and it's just shiplap, so it overlaps. 42 3/4. Hey, how's it going? Wow, it is going up fast. Isn't it?
Yeah, we're kicking butt and taking names, buddy.
Blake's here helping.
Yeah, he's getting us over the knocking, as I call it. Yeah.
So you got one wall done there.
Oh, hi, Alyssa. Hi.
How are you, Blake? You got one heck of a guy, knows what he's doing right here.
That's all the guys here.
Well, he's a senior in high school. He's doing awesome.
Yes.
Yep. Good.
Thank you.
It's kind of hard to see the layout. Good.
It's a mess in here. Sorry. 41 and
Nice.
3/4. Four of them.
You going up that way?
Yeah, next. Yeah.
Awesome. He's cutting out the light socket, or the plug, right? Where's that move, buddy?
Ready? You got plates? We'll cock it? Okay. Cock is the king of the castle, I think. Got it? Middle? Bottom.
Get a picture window next door here. I think it's 4 by 4. 4 foot by 4 foot. Picture window.
47 by
Here,
5
here.
by 47 by 5.
47 by 5 by 47 by 5. I stand correct. What's your layout in here, Miss Jen?
So where you're standing, there will be a wall-to-wall bench that flips up. It'll be a couch. It'll be a 10 extra large. And then there'll be a storage loft.
How big's your loft here?
So it'll go 3-3 roughly, and then it's 7-8. So whatever that difference is.
Got it. And what else is going on?
Oh, there will be a table here. This will be the kitchen sink and cabinets on both sides. Cabinets up. Stairs. 3-foot by 5-foot armoire. Closet. So, and then bathroom.
Right. Good deal. You probably have this up good by probably 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow evening. Afternoon, 3 o'clock. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You'd be right on target with our time. And then that's your main loft up there where you'll sleep, right?
Yeah.
And a big bathroom in the back. You got a tub? Wow. You got a lot going on in here. And this is a 20-footer. Cool. And she's moving to the community, right? Thank you. Make sure everybody can hear. And then this is the cooks. That's a husband. Mom and daughter. And what we've done is we have stairs for them. They go up the stairs, and then they can be on the platform. Let me show you the platform here. So now they're able to, Mom's up here, so she's able to walk around the whole thing, rails going down, boom. And then what she does is she screws the top part, and the daughter screws the bottom part, and then they're volunteers doing the cutting. And that, they measure and cut. And that fan got stuff in my eyeballs.
Now, I've already dealt with one eyeball today, Randy.
God, what's that?
I said, I've already dealt with one eyeball today.
Whose eyeball was hurt?
My mother's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you had to skip out on it.
Oh, don't start.
And then Glenn, this is your house over here. It'll be probably wired and plumbed. I think Saturday they're coming in. Jeffrey come in and wire. We'll plumb it probably tomorrow. And so we got a lot going on. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. So this couple will be here till the Jamboree. So they're going to stay here till that. Actually, her house is staying. Her house is staying. Her house is staying. Her house is staying. That house will be here. This one may be here. Joe, we're waiting for the solar to get in. We just found out that the panels just left Shanghai on a plane. Look at that. Left Shanghai on a plane. It's like a spy movie. And it's coming to Atlanta and then shipped here. So we're hoping all the panels will be here next week. May get to see that one. That's where the bed elevates up and down. So we got all these homes. Heidi's house will be here. The Hobbit house will be there. We'll have that finished up, set up. Roma is here. The 24-hour build is here. The Highland house with the thatch roof is here. We also got Savannah's house. If she wants, we'll tote it down there. We got a house in tonight from a couple that we built. Oh my goodness, it was about 4 or 5 months ago, and they're in a situation where they need to sell it, and so they brought in today. So we're going to look at it tomorrow and see what we can do to help them sell their home. It'll probably be at the Jamboree. Look, all these homes will be there. Regina's coming here. We're taking our big 12 by 36 Hobbit house that I've never shown. It's going to be at the Jamboree also. It's got the big 2 round circle doors, tile everywhere, tile inside, outside. That'll also be there. And then we've got 3 more we're framing, plus the one we'll be building and giving away. We got a lot to do. And there's Roma. Roma just got here.
Roma.
Yeah, let's go there. I don't know. Yeah. Thing is that how come you're like so far from me? I mean, I'm gonna walk.
I'm making sure I'm getting the whole
Oh,
picture.
nobody needs to see all of me. That's too much. I wanted to have a table out here tonight, and I wanted everybody to ask questions, and they could tell you all about everything of their experience of being here. What I'm finding out is every time somebody gets here, they get so focused into work. It's all they do. There's no time to talk. They don't want to take the time to talk. You can see Jen's in there working. Her girlfriend's working there. They're in there socializing. So Facebook's not a big deal to them. They're just ready to go, eat, get back to work, go to sleep. And it's just a work. It is a work environment. It's very physically challenging for people who don't do this very often. So I want to let you know that the couple, the cooks, they're done for the day, you know, and climbing the scaffolding, the ladders, you can hear the compressor going, nail guns. It's a different environment. Now, my guys are very cordial. They're very sweet guys. And I say yes, I said sweet, because they are. They're nice guys, all right? And the women notice that they're patient, and they work with them. But the physical taxing on your mind and body when you come in here and build a house in 6 days is something that they're not used to at all. You can't be used to it unless you come here, all right? And especially the changing of things. You know, moving that house here, and I had to transfer wood back and forth. We got a mini split leaking in there. It's leaking on the water, on the floor. I'm sopping it up, moving beds around. That's just stuff. Just life. Things happen, right? You fall off a bike, bust your knee, your chin, shoe fell off the scaffold, and get doctored up. That's the way we do. We handle things, you know. So I wanted to. Hey, come on. This one, I think, is unique. This house has got 4 roof levels, and this is her storage underneath here. So she's going to access the storage from outside, and this will be her water system and solar. She's going to be 100% off grid. So she's going with water and solar. Jen's going with solar later, but she'll get the water. I think Cooks get it. Joe gets it. He's already got his water system on it. Heidi's got a water system. They're all getting in this recycling system that we have, so it's really cool. We're excited about our concept. Yeah, you can't really see.
Oh, I can see.
Well, I like, you know, this is a kind of typical tiny house when you mix vertical and horizontal and metal with wood and all that, but it makes it, I don't know, it breaks up the siding. That's why people do it. They break up the siding. You don't have all that horizontal siding everywhere. Now this is an 8-lug, right? 8-lug axle. Big, I think it's 7-pound axle capacity on that thing. And we'll take care of it. 24 foot is a sweet spot. There we go. I don't know if I can get Heidi in here. We went through this the other night. Up here is her kitchen, bathroom. She's just working every day. She's done really well. We got the plumbing inside. We've got a gray water and a freshwater tank underneath there. So actually underneath there is her mechanical room. And she's got her own solar. She's got 2 lithium batteries and I think 4 panels. And she's got a mini split and a refrigerator. So we're kind of experimenting. She's experimenting to see, and if she may need one of our lithium batteries if it doesn't hold up. So, all right. And I feel like it's just like there's like a, I don't know. What?
Nothing.
It just feels dead in here. I don't know why. It's just
Yeah.
no. Everybody's just like
They're eating.
focused, working. I just wanted to bring you guys a good show tonight, and I've just been running. I've been to the hospital with Marie 3 times today, 4 times yesterday. I wanted to make sure she was okay and get her home. We were just at Walmart for an hour for her prescriptions, getting here. So, you know, that's been working with, and you get back, the mini splits are leaking. There's just stuff goes on, and we make it happen and work. And then jumping on, you know, Facebook, and you're trying to get people, and there's just different personalities, and people wanting this and that. So it's a, you know what? HGTV really screwed up when they didn't want to do a whole week segment here. I had a producer out of California that they wanted to come here for a week, and it was going to cost $380,000 to produce one show for a week. And DIY turned them down and said it was too much money. This is a gold mine, all right? The drama is unbelievable, all right? Good, bad, you name it, it's got it going on. People's lives before they get here, where they're going, how they're changing when they do get here, and what they go through when they're here, and what it's going to be like, you know? So there's a lot happening. But this is our show, so tune in. I think I should come on probably every day. I might come here tomorrow with my own phone. I'll grab it, because there are things that happen that you guys need to see. You need to see what's going on, the changes they make. There's been some, you know, stuff right in the midstream. Hey, this didn't turn out. We got to tweak this and tweak that, you know. Plus, my guys are building 1, 2, 3, 4 custom homes while we got 3 workshop homes. I don't know what, John, what are you still doing here, buddy? You need me?
Not necessarily.
I think he needs me. He needs me to
He
answer.
needs you. He
write
just
a
won't
check,
say
right?
he needs you.
Wants me to write a check.
It ain't Friday.
Buy something.
Yeah, he wants
Not
to go
for
buy
him,
some.
for something else. Is there any questions? Anybody got any questions?
Water test.
Travis.
Yep.
You know what? This is how terrible it is. I was coming from the hospital today, right? With her to Walmart. And you know what was on my mind? Travis and this water test. I said, he's going to ask me about this water test tonight. Travis, come down here and go to the utility department and get me a bottle so I can get this tested. Because I just haven't had time to do it. Yes, I need to do it, Travis. Sorry about that.
He also wants to know what was in the brownie, but I digress.
Brownie mix, I guess. She was, I tell you what, Cindy can cook. She made a banana pudding last night, right? And I've tried to refrain from all this, right? Because if I eat 1 tablespoon, I gain 10 pounds. So I got to watch what I eat. I devoured it last night. I just took me a whole bowl of that stuff and I mixed, oh my God. And I didn't care. I splurged. It was that good. I couldn't turn it down. It was awesome. I'm sure everybody wants to hear that. Anyway, we'll come back Friday. Maybe tomorrow we'll see. I love the way this house is turning out. Kurt's done a great job with siding, of course. He's a professional sider. We got skylight put in and finished the metal on it. Probably jump on that. We got one to frame in. She's going to be here to the end of the jamboree, so we've got time to kind of get her. Come on in, Will. I'll turn this way. That way you can walk by. Nobody will see you.
They all act like me all of a
I
sudden.
mean, they're all scared. Nobody wants to be on the screen. How am I supposed to talk to anybody? They don't want to talk to me.
We'll pull like we did Saturday night.
Come on in here. John, what do you need, buddy?
Well, I was gonna get you to tell me what you thought of this before I made it any more complicated.
You can see in here?
Did we go to night school? I need a light.
Request. So I got room to put the electricity still.
Can you see here?
John, you ain't got a light?
Hang on, I got
And
it.
what kind of operation is this?
Give it a
How's
go.
that?
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Well, you're so
John, talk to me, buddy.
Well, where we got so many of them was tubs right now, I was trying to get an idea of how to set it up.
Yeah.
And on Heidi's where we got the tank below and above,
Yeah, right.
I made this one a little bit shorter.
Okay.
I like the shorter better. So if we go ahead and do these, it's 2.5 by 4.
Okay.
And I can put the pumps where they're not vibrating on that board.
All right.
But to get all of them tied together, this looks a little complex over here. It's a little tight.
Well, you got it. Yeah, then. Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
crimped it yet.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
But,
So this one's custom built just for Heidi.
right, but at the same time, either we make them 8 inches taller, but that means all the boxes have to be at least 42 inches tall.
Right.
Doorway.
And we don't have that. Yeah.
This would fit a shorter box, like on Jen's, where hers is less than 3 foot on the front. This would
Yeah.
even slide in hers.
Yeah, that's something we just gotta. We kind of get the average size door, you know, and then if we want to make these up in the future and make them fit, you know. So, but Jen's is Heidi's is a totally different.
Yeah, hers is a little different. But I mean, depending on if we put it on a front box or a rear box on Jen's even, this would work for her front box.
Right. Got it.
Not knowing which one we want to put the solar in. I think we need one in the back for solar for how tall the inverter will end up being.
Yeah.
So this would work better in our front box.
And when's our inverter supposed to get here, John, and all the solar? When can we expect everything here?
The panels are on a train almost to Atlanta. So as
On
soon
a
as
train.
they get to Atlanta, we'll have an idea when they're going to be here.
Okay.
And Victoria just got the payment fixed on the inverter, so hopefully tomorrow or next day they'll be on a plane and they'll go straight to Atlanta. So
That's the inverter.
so
Okay.
they might still get here at the same time, if not a day difference. So
Next week?
hopefully.
Got to be next week. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, cut it close, man.
Keeps you alive, Randy.
If I get any more alive, dude. People won't be able to stand me.
I'm gonna kick him out of the office.
God almighty.
But I just wanted to get the water part of it figured out, and I'll just plumb it up and get it all set up on electricity, and this will be ready to go in tomorrow. So
Good deal.
by the time they got the 2 tanks in, this will be ready to roll.
All right. Thank you, bud. It's looking more simpler now. The way it lays out, I can actually see what's going on here. And
Trying to get it so tight in that other setup is the hard part. I mean, you got this is the out from the filters, and then you got your in from the rain tank, and your in from the gray tank. And that will be this set.
oh, so they come together.
Yeah,
They come through this sediment filter,
right.
to this pump,
And
which
then-
is a reducing valve because the
Reducing.
pump can't take more than 15 pounds
On
of
this
it.
glass tube up here.
15 pounds of pressure. Then it goes through here. But now when it goes through here, it's 15 pounds of pressure through here, right?
Right, through all 3 of them. That's why our flow was so low. That's why we went with the 3.
So what we had before, our problem was we had 3 filters and our flow was like 1/3 of a gallon per minute to fill up the freshwater tank. And the reason we had a freshwater tank is because then we have another pump here
Right.
that pumps it from the freshwater tank, increases the pressure to the fixtures in the house. It wasn't enough because you would consume more water than what was coming back to you. So what we had to do is we had to, for a bathtub, we had to put 3 more. So now we went boom, boom, boom. Now we get about a gallon a minute purified back into the freshwater tank
Right.
that can be reused out of the gray water tank and be recycled. Then, of course, the rain barrel out here is connected, and it's not filtered until it sucks back in, so it's all redone. And then, now the water that goes in the gray tank that's not used after I take a bath and I want to use it, the extra
Ba-
water goes.
Basically, what happens, this valve will stay open, just like this is the inlet for the grates, and this is the return to the rain barrel.
Got it.
These 2 will be open whenever there's water in the gray tank.
Got it.
So this will be going back to the rain tank. And we went ahead and put a reducer on this one, because these pumps are 65 PSI, so that'll leave you 50 pounds still going into the house.
Right.
But it will just have a constant return.
Because if you didn't, this would rob volume from the house,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
you'd
And
have
pressure.
65 pounds going out there easy instead
And nothing
of
in the fixture.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it.
And
So is this an adjustable?
it's an average. It's a 15 to 20 pound.
It comes
reduce-
preset,
Yeah,
doesn't it? I got
yeah.
you. Okay.
That way, it's simple as pie. You don't have to readjust it or do anything crazy to it.
Well, you know what I like about this is you can actually see. Now we may even label this. This is for this and for the homeowners, that you can actually replace these parts now. They're very simple to replace. What are the cost on these filters?
And how do you change that one? Regina wants to know.
Yeah, show how to change
How
it.
to, like this one especially, right? Chair, this one.
How do you change it?
Since they're so close, they wanted to know.
Yeah.
And I could spread it apart. I just have a feeling I'm going to cut the bottom 4 inches off of this for Heidi's. So that's why I made it as tight as possible. But they just unscrew.
What's the cost in that? Now, our cost that we can get to them, or how are they going to get replacements or whatever?
They cost us around, this one here is your sediment only. It's about 13. This one's a charcoal that's 14, and then these are 20 for the activated charcoal.
Activated charcoal. Now, because normally you said if we just had 3 in our original system, 6 months to a year, those filters would last, right?
Generally,
Depending on the volume of water being
with
used,
one
right?
set, I would have probably said 3 to 6.
3 to 6 months. Okay.
So with all of this, I would say 6 to 12. That would be a good guesstimation.
Well, because you got to think, there's only 1/3 of the water coming through here
Right.
than what was going to go through the rest of it.
Right.
How do they know? They've asked me, How do you know when to change these filters?
The way this filter here is so compacted, when it gets clogged, you won't have any water. It'll be completely out.
And this will be the first one you want to change in the series of these because it
Right.
receives the
This
water
gets
first.
your big pieces. This gets a little bit smaller, and this gets the microscopic.
Okay, so it's coming this way then, right?
Yes. Yes.
I got you.
And this is the final one. This is the
This is
one
the
that.
last one.
This is the one that got like the cysts and all that out, which was what this didn't get.
All right. You know what we might want to do is label them.
I plan on it. I just hadn't.
Gotcha.
I just got the boxes with these two today, so.
Gotcha. Because there's no way I'd be able to tell the difference between them. And that way, when you all get them, you can change them out. So you're looking, depending on the volume, if you take a bath constantly, you got big baths, a lot of water, you're going to be 6 months maybe to change them out. But if you take a shower and watch your water system, I mean, you could go a good year without having to change any of these filters.
And if you use like natural soaps and
Yeah.
free and clear soap, if you don't put anything caustic in them, that pretty much
What
kills
does
the
caustic
filter.
mean?
Like bleach. Bleach would eat the filter out.
Oh, I got you.
And it'd eat
Okay.
the pump out too, so that wouldn't be good.
Right. Okay.
So anything really acidic. For how short the runs are on the drains, you would never really need to pour Drano in a drain because
Yeah.
it's not like a regular house where you got 20 foot before it makes a turn in the wrong direction. It's all compact.
Right.
So
In and
wouldn't-
out.
You wouldn't have to put any acidic stuff to eat out the lines.
Yeah. It's like me in the morning. I drink a shake, out the next morning.
Yeah.
Not far to go.
Right.
Watch her. Look at her. Good. And then, so you're saying, if you think about it, that's about $30, $45. So you're looking at a little over $100 for the year of all these filters.
Right.
$100.
And most 3-stage filters, if you went to a department store and bought them on the shelf, they're generally 100 to 130 just for one set.
One set. And we got 3 sets. You're going to replace it about $120.
Right. In that same price range.
It's incredible. Yep. And these are good pumps. These are nice pumps. What do these pumps cost us?
About 100.
About 100?
Yeah.
Yep. And then, you still got to put your 12 volt.
Yeah, I still got it on that plate where I tore it apart.
Yep. Isn't John awesome? I mean, he's the brainchild of this right here. There's no way I could do this. I couldn't. Nope. I don't know anything. I know zero about how these things work.
Well, I got enough of them to build this week. You can help me. You'll
Yep.
learn.
Well, I am like stupid when it comes to this stuff. I had the concept in our head, and it really wasn't a concept. It was like we had we had a problem we had to come with. At the state of Tennessee, did not allow discharge on the ground. So Sherry, me, and the lawyers, and everybody, and TDEC, and arguing with all of them, and thinking, let's just not discharge. And then I told John about a filtration system, and Sherry had found this filter that she'd found, and then we knew we had it granulated, but then what John took is all of our ideas, and he said, okay, this is what it's going to take to make this system work. And so the valves clicking back and forth and all that was totally his. And then we just went, gosh, I bet we've scrapped this, changed this idea 6 different times, haven't we?
At least.
With different tanks underneath. So him and I would talk about tanks, and now we've got and we look, and he's been looking online, and we found good tanks now that instead of our pipe tanks, which we thought was a great idea. We've turned them now, and it's, I think we're getting
We got 2 of them ready if you want to even show
pipe
them.
tanks. Oh, these tanks. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
here you go.
I mean, this is the pipe tank, and we still have some
Yeah.
of those we will be using, but
Yep.
this is kind of an idea here. This would be like a gray water tank, and depending on if in the house or out of the house, we can do a clean out or a cap. But on the sides, the sensors that come pre-done in them for the water level, and on a gray tank, I want it to always be empty. So these are wired together so it could basically, it has power the whole time until the water drops below this bolt here. And then on the top, we have our inlet for your household water. And like I say, this one's made for Heidi. So hers comes straight down from her fifth wheel. It'll go right onto here. And then this will be her outlet that will go into the pump.
Now, for that to be the outlet, do you have a little hose sticking
Yeah,
down
it
towards
has
the
a
bottom?
hose that goes all the way down to the bottom with a strainer built onto it.
Got it.
It's kind of like a fuel tank in a car.
Okay. I
That's
got ya.
basically kind of what it's modeled after.
And then that's easy to be replaced, right?
Right, you just unscrew it from the top and pull the whole thing back through.
Now we can unscrew it from the top because hers is going to be accessible.
Yeah, and you just undo the screw here and this whole section comes off here and you can reach your hand back in.
Got it.
And then on the freshwater tanks, they're going to be a little bit different. I'm going to have it hooked to this one and this one because we want the maximum amount of water in. And this is this event, so it doesn't suck the tank flat. This will be your inlet, and then your outlet's down here at the very bottom.
So the water, it'll be coming this way anyway, right?
Right, because once this has a little spot where we can put a 2x4 under,
Yep.
or, well, 2x6 on Heidi's, and that will actually get it where it's level like this.
Yeah. Yep.
That way the water can drain out the bottom.
Good. And this is the gray water tank.
Well, this is the freshwater.
Fresh- I'm
holding.
sorry, yeah, the fresh
And this will
holding
be
tank.
the gray here.
Yeah. So the gray goes through the filtering system, comes back in here and holds it, and then when you turn on your faucet, it comes out of here, which we add pressure to your fixture. Second pump. Awesome. Good.
And the way that board is now, it looks more divided, where you can tell one's pre and one's post.
Right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to show this so much that everybody watching is going to understand how that works, so I can understand it, and we'll all be able to know how to work on that sucker.
It'll save me a little bit of making a manual. Film it.
But isn't this cool? Look at all our pipes we got stacked. This is all John. He's getting this organized inside here. We've turned this area now into a workshop area for the solar and the water catchment system that we're working on. So we're coming along. All this is our extra inventory that we have. Guess you don't need my phone on here. John, thanks, buddy.
Anytime.
I know it's late.
Can the water tanks be insulated?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, what we plan on doing is before we insulate the bottom floor,
Step into the light.
step into the light. before we spray foam underneath, we're going to attach the tanks under the house and then spray foam the tanks. Yeah, and all the lines and everything. Actually, I was thinking is on the water lines like at Roma's. What I'm thinking about is her water hoses is teeing off back inside the box, right? Going back in the house, coming out, so only there's this much going to the tank instead of a water hose, and going straight there, and another little one coming out. That way, all we have to do is insulate 3 or 4 foot of line instead of a whole water hose.
What a nice thing is I got fittings already over there that we can hook to the PEX and automatically do it and put pipe insulation on it.
Good.
That way we could do it either way.
Yeah, good. Because we got to. I want this to be workable, so if it goes to Minnesota, or if it goes to Canada, or wherever it goes, it can work in really cold climates.
The idea with the hoses was primarily for the person that went from place to place to place, but
I
the
got
ones
ya.
that are in the
They're
communities
portable.
are exactly easy just to plumb up with PEX and be done.
That's true. Yeah, hardwire them in. Okay. And what we have to do still for the jam is we're going to put in the bathrooms in. Next week we'll be in the bathrooms. We'll be doing our Freedom Fire big burn we got. We're starting that next week. We got hopefully the solars are coming in. We want to be building a house over there with our solar power. We did run some electricity over there for the jam, so that'll be available. So we didn't know if everything was going to come in with the solar, so we went ahead and set up a tent pole over there.
First time out, it's a little bit to get used to.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, there's going to be some bugs in it. So, but with John's knowledge of what we're doing, I feel really very confident of everything, the research that we put into all this. And you got to understand, we're doing this to save you all money. These same systems, this water catchment system, and the prices went up on us now to where we're up over 2,000 of our own cost, or not more. Him and I are going to sit down and go over that. Of our own cost, because of what it's going to take. The 3 filtering systems. The solar has, that same system is going to cost you $18,000 to $20,000, and we got a price tag. If you come to our community, we'll give it to you for about $8,200. If you want it put on your home and you're hitting the road, we're gonna charge you more because you're seeing you later. I'm giving you a discount because you're coming to our community, so we'll get you in our community for almost cost. You can live in our community for $200 a month, and that's any site in there, from against the creek, to in the back, to up on the hill. They all got their pros and cons. 2,500 square foot per lot, and it gives you about 40 feet in between each home. Community gardening, pavilion, and we were also talking. I talked to Heidi, and she was wanting to get a storage unit. And I'm like, man, I don't really want everybody to have storage units because they're not going to look really nice, you know, to look like the home. And then if you leave, what do you do with the storage unit, you know? So I think what I'm going to do is build a storage unit over there and have storage for each lot. So if you guys want a storage unit to put your stuff, you can. Me personally, I know, you know, you need certain things. You got stuff you got to have, but, you know, everybody's got different needs. Living tiny. Some people don't live tiny in a tiny. Some people live big in a tiny. And you got lots of stuff. So, but we want to keep the place looking pristine. We want to make it look neat. We don't want it look cobbled up with a bunch of stuff. Any fence that you put up around that place is going to be done with bushes. All right? It's going to be a natural barrier. No fencing. If you got a dog, put up the bushes, then you can run your fencing inside so nobody can't see that. Or we use a chicken wire so nobody can see that, you know? So you can, we want to make it look nice for everybody. Thank you, John. I'll let you go. You go home, buddy. All right. This is our new office. We've got to insulate the walls. This is where Victoria and John and Brian all in here. This is our lithium battery. John, we never showed this, did we, buddy?
I think you have skipped it, yes.
Yep. Lithium, 48 volt.
Oh, sawdust cover.
Look. This is his baby. This is our baby.
That's what's on the corner of my desk.
We've been waiting for this thing so long. I got it last week, actually. This thing is...
About 110.
It is heavy. It is really
great.
super heavy, yeah. 48 volt, 200 amp hours. It's lithium. And so we're excited to show you guys what this thing can do, right?
Should be equivalent to the systems you used to do that were the 12 volt, 180 amp hour, where you had those tied in for the 20 volt, 4 volt systems you used to do. Should be a little bit bigger than that, all in one, and it's physically the size of one of the 4 you used to do.
Wow.
So you'll have 4 times the room.
And it's a 220, our inverter's a 220.
Yes.
So everything's more, it's more efficient.
Right.
If we use the Hitachi, listen to me, Mitsubishi. We use Hitachi! God, Mitsubishi heat and air units, we use them, and the Pioneer's got a 220. But man, the efficiency, we'll never use a 50 amp in the house.
No.
But if you go 220, you gotta have a 30 or 50 amp, right?
30 was the smallest we can go, but
Yeah.
for us ordering stuff, it was such a minuscule difference.
Right.
I mean, we could use the same. We had to go with a little bit smaller battery, so then we'd be linking 2 of them in. So it was nicer to go with the 50 for this battery.
Yeah.
And then where we already have the camper plugs where they can handle up the 50 as far as the grid tie-in cords that we got.
Mm-hmm.
So that way everything could go either 50 or down to 30 on a grid tie-in.
Got it.
That way it would all
Right.
mesh.
Right. Cool. All right, Tom, I'm gonna let you go, buddy.
Hold on.
Brian's still here?
Hi, Brian.
Hi,
Oh my God, he's still here.
I'm still here.
Listen, are we not dedicated here at Incredible Tiny Homes? I'm serious. I'm sorry, man. I mean, it's 8 o'clock. He's got a family. He's got a family. Lissa, you got a family. Of course, she left today.
I
Brian,
know.
what are you working on, buddy?
I'm reading an email from someone, a speaker that interested in coming and speaking at our jam.
Who's going to come speak at our
From
jam?
Tiny House and Beyond.
If I don't know him, why would anyone come speak?
I don't know, I think she met you somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's her
Cool.
right there.
Well, we're getting speakers. Oh, look here. Here is our community. Right here.
It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, that's it right there.
That's our community. There's the lots. That's a 911, so they've all got addresses.
Yep.
So if you have a stubbed toe in the middle of the night and you need to call the ambulance, they'll know that you're in lot 106. Okay? All of them's got are 220 or 440. All of them's got 911 addresses. That's Cobb County, Tennessee. And have they not bent over backwards for
Oh,
us?
God, that'd been great.
They have welcomed us with open arms. Everything about this county has been awesome. If you want a place to live in Tennessee, this is the place. $200 a month, live in our community, participate in a beautiful county that loves tiny homes and embracing them. I bet you any money, if you compare that county with anybody in the United States, they're the best. I'm talking, they said, do it. Bring them. Whatever you guys need, go.
They came, saw us, and saw that we're not just a fly-by-night place. It's going to put a bunch of junk out there, so
Yeah.
I think they just put that trust and hope we're going to do right, which we will.
Yeah. And to have Brian here, another one just like John, Brian's just absolutely brought the fine tuning of this place I needed, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah. I needed to be fine tuned, and he's putting it in here. And I mean, look, you got security lights. He said, Randy, we need security lights outside where everybody parks, right? I've been wanting to get them, but I forget to get them. So he thinks like that. He got that for me. And just different things. We got these fans up there that's bringing the heat and air system into this room from the other room.
Yeah, that's taking my cold air conditioning.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll do
Hey,
okay.
some of us need that.
Hey now,
What?
somebody else wanted to see this up
Oh,
close.
Oh, okay.
And we have road names, too.
Oh, yeah, we have road names.
They're going to put us up a county road sign out there.
We're going to get a county road sign. The county's doing that for us. All right, when you come in here, right? This is where you'll come in the bridge. You come across. Now, this road continues on, and we access way up. This is called Highlands Ridge Way. Okay? Then when you turn to come out, I wanted it Highlands Ridge all the way around, but that's going to keep continuing all the way up. This one here is called Kuokua. That's Hawaiian for freedom. I know it sounds crazy to have a Hawaiian name in this, but that's me.
We couldn't have freedom. There was already a
Yeah, we
Freedom
couldn't have
Street,
freedom. I wanted
so-
Freedom Way, and I already had one in the county. So he was on the phone. I said, call it Kuokua. So he had to call up, find it. But they're going to put a street sign up here, ain't they?
Yep.
They're going to put it right there.
They're going to put it at the road. It's going to say Highlands Ridge Way.
Now, we got to get the Kuokua
We
one
have to get all the signs in the community.
in the community.
Yep.
Isn't that cool? So when you all come, in 2 weeks from now? We'll have a sign out here. You can come in. This is where all the big jam's going to happen, right in here. All the food vending and all the tent camping. We come up here, parking down the road on here side. So, yeah, we're excited. You guys I'm telling you, I have a feeling inside me that this jam is going to be different. It's going to make history of every event that they're putting on across the United States. There's just going to be nothing like it. Because it's going to be organic, it's going to happen, there's a lot to see, a lot to do, a lot to learn, and it's not going to be structured to where you're just going to have to go here. We're going to have special speakers, and he's lining up the itinerary, but you're going to be able to sit down and keep talking. We got firewood for people to build a campfire. And what are you laughing at?
I'm getting there.
What?
Talk about your
No,
campfire.
I'm done, Phil. Please, John.
You can blame Travis.
Yeah. What did he say? Get on with it?
No. He said, get Brian to do the water testing.
Brian,
Do the
you
water
test.
testing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like how? What do you mean?
He wants
Drink
me
it?
to drink it, I guess.
Oh, gosh.
No, send it off and get it all the...
Oh, for you to get the flash.
Get that
I went
part
by the
done.
utility department today, and I was like flying. I'm like, God, I got to stop there and get that flask.
Yeah.
Of course, it didn't.
Thought about it. Didn't do it.
Do we have? If we go there, do we need to get? Do we have to be on their utility to get it tested, or do we need to go to Newport Utility? I don't know.
Well, are we on the utility here?
I don't even pay a water bill here.
Oh, okay.
That's something.
I guess we probably need to go to Newport then.
Yeah. I mean, if they would test it for us.
Yeah.
So. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
All right. This is our cabinet door. This is our standard cabinet door. It's called the shaker style. Right here, this is all maple. This is whitewashed, of course. And you can actually do this with pine that we have, our distressed pine, regular pine. But this style is our standard style cabinet door. Okay? I'm going to show that to you. We're going to come up with a whole cabinet profile and a website for it.
Once they do that, I'll order the others. So if you'll let me know for tomorrow. Thank you.
Big John.
Adios.
All right, buddy. There's Victoria and her.
Kneeling.
Look. Neyland?
Kneeling. Like stadiums.
It's like Neyland Stadium.
Oh, I found this magic spot.
Yeah. Oh, we get the Now we have our own bookkeeper, our own record keeper. We're a legitimate company now. We're actually getting all of everything completely taken care of. I got to get back every day and I got to go, okay, look, here's my receipts. I'm going to give it to her. Look,
Thank you.
yeah, wadded up. Of course, I'm just showing off right now. But it's so cool. This, I think the company is coming together where now every single thing, we can count every cost of how much it costs to build a house, how much it costs to do all our overhead. Everything is set. And then how much we make, how much we spend, where everything goes is going to be absolutely documented. We're a full-fledged company. Now, fly by night, we stand behind our product, we stand behind our people. Just like when she got hurt today, I'm taking care of her. Okay? She has nothing to worry about. She's going to miss work, I'm taking care of her. Whatever she has to have, she's going to get. Just to let you all know. I'm sure you're wondering how this is all working out. Well, we're taking care of everything. That's what happens. I've had it happen before in companies that I've owned before, and so we're good. Even though things have been signed and documented and everything, she's a wonderful lady. And like I said, this is a real deal. You tune in to here, this is real. Everything in here is happening right now. It's not mystical. It's not staged. When you walk in here and you see us, this is who we are. Brian's got a family, he's got a daughter, he's got a boy. She's just been married. You know, Tom's got 3 kids. We got families. We got people that are relying on me to be strong, stay perseverance in this company and build a company so we can all make a living. And then you guys are coming here to build your own home, or we build a custom home for you, and we're selling them for $20,000 and $30,000 and $40,000 under market value across the United States. You look at it. And I'm coming to your town, and I'll show you how we're doing it. We are cheaper than anybody in the United States, and are we building them any less? Are we building them any less quality or any less style or anything? No, we're not. So I'm here to show the industry what's happening, where the money goes, and why the money's not going. If some guy asks me, why can't work like you at 8, 9 o'clock at night? Well, I'm sorry. That's what we do in starting a company. Yeah, we don't want to work like this forever, but it's part of building a company. It's part of the American dream. It's part of busting your butt, trying to make a living. This is, I feel so privileged to be able to have a job, to be able to have the opportunity to do what I'm doing. That somebody's not telling me to go home or telling me I can't do these things. I got to work within the parameters of the law and taxes. Yeah, they suck and we don't like them. But you know what? I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it happen. And there's ways of making it. It's like just the ways I'm building a home for you that is cheaper than everybody in the United States. Right? How does that happen? Well, I'm getting less money. Well, how am I going to make any money if I make less than everybody? That is the game. That is the challenge that we're doing, and we're going to show you. So when I start buying the yachts and the rings and the boats, what else do I got to buy? This to show that I'm like a
Some sort of fancy car.
fancy car. I got to get me a fancy car. Maybe
Nice
a
house.
Honda.
No, a little bit.
It's not enough fancy.
A little bit better than a Honda.
Yeah, we're going to show you that we're a profitable company, you know, and we want you to be a part of our company, and we're growing. We're going to have the communities, we're going to have the solar, we got the water, we got other dreams that we want to do and bring them to you. Yeah, it's a lot of head stuff hitting us every day. I get slammed from people telling me that tiny homes are no good. We're not going to allow them in the county. We can't put them here. You can't get financing. You can't do nothing. All right? I have it constantly. I have criticism all the time. We just keep pushing, and we keep getting better, and we keep trying to resolve these issues. That's what we do. So, any questions? None? Done? Bye.
Flavita said a truck would be your
Truck.
accessory item.
I know. I gotta get it. My other truck's in the shop. I got 2 trucks. I got a 95 Nissan and a 97 Nissan. I've had the 97. Engine blew up in it. My mom and dad gave me a Honda because dad quit driving. And the mechanic said, if you give me your Honda, I'll put a motor in your 97 Nissan, and it's in the shop. Hopefully it'll get running. So I'll have me a 4-wheel drive Nissan 97. Got a big hole in the seat, but it'll work. All right, everybody, thank you. Tonight was a Wednesday night. It was a technical night. I wanted to show you stuff. Come back Friday. I'll try to come back maybe tomorrow and show you some more progress on the homes if you guys would like to do that. I don't want to, bore you with the stuff. Of course, you can turn it off, couldn't you? We've been on here forever, and everybody tells me that things are too long. Go on YouTube, and nobody's watching you and stuff. Subscribe. Question.
How many years is the community land lease for?
20.
Thank you.
And I'm also looking at Tucson, south of Tucson, about 17 miles from the border. And it was a campground called La Siesta. La Siesta. That gentleman owns 10 acres by his campground. It's a 5-star campground. I'm looking into it. I want to see who wants to go to Arizona, south of Tucson, to be a part of that community. So we're looking into doing that one. Also the Nashville. After our jam is done, I'm going to get with Chris. Chris has got 50 acres it's south of Nashville, near Shelbyville. It's called War Trace, Tennessee. War Trace, Tennessee, near Shelbyville. In Bedford County, Tennessee, which is about 45 miles, I think, south of Nashville. 50 acres. That's our next community venture right there. So we're going to be probably starting that first of the year with Chris, the landowner. We're also looking into Texas if we can. And hey, you know what? I'm going to do a shout out to Cheryl Huff. She's on her way back home. I hope she's traveling still. She may have stopped for the night. I don't know. She had a 14-hour drive, left here at about 8 o'clock this morning. So she's about home. So that lady's got a special place with me, that's for sure. She's just a wonderful gal. And she came up here, volunteered a couple days, took a few things back home with her, and loving her tiny house. And we had a good talk, and it was cool. So, am I missing anything? Man. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I feel the responsibility behind these shows, the responsibility of you guys watching, and roll with me on here. Like I said, it goes up and down and all this stuff, emotions and work and tired and going and moving and shaking, and then you guys are seeing it all. So hope you have a good night. Bless y'all. Hope everything's going good in your life. If not, man, just keep kicking. Get up the next morning. Always looks better the next day. I know, it does. For some reason, it just always looks better a little bit the next morning. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Get your questions ready next time, and I'll be glad to answer anything you got. Hopefully we're answering a lot of the questions you have. Have a good night.
All right. Hey, this is nice.